who in your opinion are some of the best, guys with the best jiu-jitsu in MMA, UFC, well, whatever, Bellator, any organization? Who are some guys you look up to in their style, maybe?
Guys that I really like watching, like I love watching Demian Maia. He's just awesome because he comes from if you saw Demian Maia warming up in the background, and I love him, I don't want to talk shit, but he has the most atrocious hitting mitts and things like that, but he wins because his jiu-jitsu is so good, and that's so much more impressive to me. Like you get a guy that's got good wrestling or good stand-up, I'm less impressed. I'm gonna make a lot of haters right now. I'm less impressed by a guy like Jake Shields or someone like that because they have such great takedowns that it's easy for them to let their jiu-jitsu do work, and they can be aggressive and they're good athletes and things like that. I'm definitely a Jake Shields fan. I'm impressed, but I'm way more impressed by a guy like Demian Maia who has no takedowns really, has what I mean, has no stand-up, and he just goes out there and he fights and he wins. But guys like Demian Maia is awesome. Jim Miller is one of the best.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I love watching Cole Miller. Cole Miller is the perfect example of someone that's so super confident in jiu-jitsu. Cole Miller is confident he will beat anyone with jiu-jitsu. It doesn't matter who it is. He's just, my jiu-jitsu is going to be better. He's so confident. And Cole's got great jiu-jitsu, but he's just he's the epitome of just someone that's just confident in what they do. And he works hard, and he works really, really hard at it, but he's super confident. So those are kind of the guys I like to watch.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of guys that always want to be in their back. So I think when a lot of people think of jiu-jitsu, they're thinking of guard, close guard, spider guard, butterfly guard, all that kind of stuff. I like seeing guys get on top and they can, pass well. George St-Pierre's got great jiu-jitsu. He has awesome passing, things like that. And that's kind of the kind of stuff I like to get better at is, control someone, beat the crap out of them, pass their guard, really wear them down. And then, it doesn't, I think in grappling, when you can't punch someone, you have to wear them down with, head control and shoulder pressure and all this other stuff. In MMA, we punch and we wear people down with punches, and then so it's a little bit different setup, but it's the same concept. You win by making people uncomfortable. You win by making them tired. You win by taking their heart. You win by making them mentally break and give up, and then by that point, the submission is just a technicality. By that point.
It's funny you mentioned Cole Miller because I remember very specifically, and I'm sure you remember this, when he faced
Andy Ogle.
George Gurgel.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, Gurgel was a black belt back then. Cole Miller was a purple. Caught him in a triangle in the dying seconds of the match, I believe. And he said at the end, "Not bad for a purple belt." He was looking at the camera talking you know what I mean? And I guess that's a good example. He probably wore him down, made him think of other things. Next thing you know, bam, he's caught in a triangle.
Yep, one of my favorite Cole Miller things is he fought Andy Ogle, and Andy Ogle is I love Andy, but he's not doesn't have really the best jiu-jitsu pedigree, and Cole swept him by just putting his feet up, just kept his guard close, just raised his hips, held his hands, and just dragged him up and swept him to mount. It was the coolest thing, you know what I mean? And that's just that's not someone that's thinking about getting ready for a fight is not working on that sweep. That is a gi sweep through and through, but Cole hit it in a fight. He adapted it. It was awesome.